Hey y'all, hey, Melissa Mae Crawford here. I'm trying out this here green screen. I'm heading off to Fire Island with my fiance's family. Thought I'd come up with a cute little simple painting to do of the beach to do with his family while we're there. So if you guys want to learn how to do it too, come along.
And here's a list of the supplies. You can get these at your local craft store, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens. The first thing we're going to start on is the sky. You're going to need your blue and your white, a large flat brush. You're going to start off doing strokes that are back and forth, side to side motion, starting at the top and working your way down. Next, you're going to add a dab of white at the bottom, and you're going to go side to side in a motion, and you're going to start blending the blue with the white. Start at the bottom and go back and forth, work your way up, almost to the top, and then back down, and then back up, almost to the top. Next, we're going to head on to the clouds. The blue's still wet. We're going to add white on top of that. You're going to do some swirly, dab motions to get the clouds. Start at the bottom and work your way up. Make a happy cloud here, happy cloud there. The blue's still wet at this point, so the clouds aren't going to be defined. Don't worry about it. We're going to come to those later. Next is the sand. You're going to need yellow, red, dab of white, dab of blue. Start off with the red and the yellow. That's going to make an orange. Then you're going to add a dab of the blue. That's going to make a brown. I just put it right on the canvas. You can do this on a plate or a piece of paper first, and then you're going to go across, back and forth at the bottom of the canvas. I made a greenish color, so I'm adding a little more red here. The brown was too dark, so I added a little bit of white. That's going to make the brown lighter. Moving on to the clouds. This is a botch. I was trying to add some pink. Didn't work out. Trying to have a go with the clouds. The blue's still wet, so moving on. Now we're going to start on the water. We're going to start off with the blue and the green. You're going to do a back and forth, side to side strokes at the base of the clouds. Had too much green, so I'm adding some more blue. Back and forth, and some more blue because it's still a little too green for me. Once you get that established, you're going to add a dab of white at the bottom of that blue, and you're going to do back and forth at the base, lightening the blue water at the bottom. Back and forth. Next, we're going to start on the waves. We're going to start on the translucent waves at the bottom of the water. I just added a dab, cleaned my brush, added a dab of water, and just kind of dragged a little bit of the blue so you can still see the sand underneath. Next, I just got a dab of white, and at the bottom of the translucent waves, just gonna add some squiggly dabs, brushing it across. Next, we're going to start on the wavy waves, the surfing waves. Just going to grab some white and dab, swirly. In a wave-like fashion. I like to use my finger as well. Kind of dab. The blue water is still a little wet, so I'm having to add more and more white just because you want some of the white to be more distinct, some of it a little more blended. I'm adding a little bit of little waves in the background. Next, moving on to the clouds. Now that the clouds have dried, I'm having another go with them. I want them to be a little more distinct. So I'm using a small brush and I'm adding white to the top of the clouds. Then I'm smearing that with my finger into the bottom of the clouds. So you have to have in your mind what your clouds look like. I have like a lot of clouds together. Right now I'm working on the back, the very, very back clouds, the back row. There's my using my fingers. Next I'm starting on a second row, the top of those clouds. And then the other row. There you go. There's the clouds. They're beautiful. Next I'm going to mix some brown. If you have brown, you don't have to do this. But if you don't have brown, you're going to start off mixing yellow and red. That makes orange. And then a little bit of blue will make a brown. If you add white, it'll make the brown lighter. So next, if you want to add the writing, you can write whatever you want. I wrote Fire Island because that's where we're going to be on our vacation. You're going to start off with a small brush and the darker brown, and you're just going to dab the letters. Dab, dab, dab. It's supposed to look like you wrote it with your finger, so, I mean, they don't have to be perfect. Fire Island. So after you do the dark part, you're going to go back to the very, very light brown, and you're just going to dab here and there on the outside and inside of your writing. That'll give the illusion of the sand that was misplaced when you stuck your finger in it. Dab, 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 dab. Also, if some of your writing is wonky and too dark, you can kind of fix that. Like my S is a little messed up, so I just added some of the lighter sand, make it look more like an S. Next, we're moving on to the trees. So I had a green that was bright. I wanted to tone it down. Just add a dab of red. That will make an olive green. Start off with the middle line. Make it a little curved. And then you're going to add the leaves, starting from the tip, going in and out. Inward, in, out, in, out, in, out. Almost like you're making an arrow. Doing the second leaf. There's an illustration of the arrows. I also mixed the green with a little bit of yellow and dabbed a little bit of that on top. And there you have it. My name is Melissa Mae Crawford. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you want to check out some of my artwork, my website is www.melissamaecrawford.com. I do commissions for people and pet portraits as well as live event painting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.